Do you feel that you're going to the gym a few times a week, putting in all the hard work that you believe should be moving you towards your weight loss goals, but at the end of the day, nothing's changing? I can totally appreciate the frustration that comes with that. As you can see from the thumbnail, this is something I used to struggle with when I was a wee lad back in the days when I was, in my teens and early 20s. I used to think that hitting the gym meant I could eat whatever I wanted, and I thought I was doing all the right things to move myself forward, but ultimately I was staying still, and to be honest, I was probably gaining weight and moving backwards. If you can relate to this, then today we're going to talk about some suggestions that will actually help you go to the gym and see the results that you want to move you forward towards your weight loss goals that much faster. So back when I was a young fella trying to lose weight, I was going to the gym, but I did not want to focus on any of the nutrition side of things because in my head, I blew it up to be something much, much bigger than what it actually is. And we tend to do that sometimes, we put barriers and obstacles in our way to make ourselves feel better for not wanting to do the real work or to do more work than we think that we need to do. So back then I used to think that nutrition was just this glorified thing that only a select few experts in the field in the world could do, and I was just like, I'm not an expert, I can't do anything with my nutrition. So that's the story I told myself, and I believed it. Therefore that led me to cycle into the gym. I'd have my workout, I'd cycle back, and then when I got home I'd be like, yeah, beauty, I've done the right thing. I go online and order a pizza. So I ordered a pizza. Oh, but it's Tuesday, so you can get buy one, get one free. Oh, and it's only an extra £1 for a tub of ice cream. Sure, I'll take that. That was me, week in, week out. I was trying to outrun a bad diet by just pushing more in the gym, and it just got me absolutely nowhere. I ate pizzas, takeouts, chocolate, crisps. Of course, I was out drinking every weekend, which led to even more overconsumption of food. So it's really no wonder, looking back, it really wasn't even confusing at all as to why I wasn't losing weight. But back then, I was dumbfounded. I was like, why is nothing changing? So all you need to do to see the changes that I wasn't seeing back in the day is do the complete opposite of what I was doing. And I'm going to walk you through that just now. So maybe getting a takeaway or a pizza every other day is a bit counterproductive if your aim is weight loss. Drinking every single weekend, going out, eating and drinking and partying and then having a hangover the next day where again you want to get a pizza or something, again, isn't necessarily going to be the best thing for weight loss. The next thing is to actually learn how nutrition works at a basic level. By no means am I saying go out there and become a nutritionist or a dietitian or go and study at university, but I do think it would be beneficial at some level to learn the basics about calories, about protein, about all the essential things that we must do in order to optimise our health and speed us up on our weight loss journey. If I had taken the step to learn about these basics way back in the day, I would have realised that back then I was probably eating about 5,000 to 6,000 calories every single day. When my goal was weight loss, I probably should have been eating about 2,000 or just less than 2,000. So it's clear as day why I wasn't seeing the changes physically, even though I was going to the gym and I was pushing, just because I was eating way more calories than my body needed to actually lose weight. So I was actually storing more fat and gaining the weight. Back then as well, I was up all night, I was playing Xbox, I wasn't caring about sleep. I would actually think sleep is a waste of time, so I would just be like, who needs that? Up all night playing Xbox, not doing anything productive, of course, like studying or learning about calories or whatever. I would just be mindlessly shooting people online, not caring about sleep or how it would impact me the next day. This last point is something I didn't become aware of until much later on in my journey, and it was the fact that I wasn't questioning why things weren't changing. I was just blindly going along, kind of hoping that one day I'd magically wake up and things would be different and I'd look different and I'd feel different. But I wasn't questioning why things weren't changing as fast or at all as what they should have been, because I was going to the gym. I thought, hey, I'll see the difference one of these days, but it just never happened. And then it took me literally many months, many years for me to actually start going, all right, something must be missing. And I started to go online, started to go on YouTube, started to do a bit of research, and I realised, wow, I actually felt really, really stupid and really, really thick because I had been putting this off for so long. But as the saying goes, you don't know what you don't know until you know it. And had I just flipped everything on its head that I was doing back then, I would have seen results much faster, and I would have actually been able to stick to it, because things aren't as hard as what I had made out in my head. The stories that I was telling myself in my head was just my way of getting out of doing a wee bit more research or a wee bit more work or making chicken or meal prepping or doing something like that. I was actually thinking it's going to be impossible, so I'm not even going to try it. Whereas it's not that difficult to hit your protein target, to shift your focus onto your diet and to start making a wee bit better choices. Instead of getting 4 pizzas a week, maybe cut it down to 2. That's going to have a huge impact, but I wasn't even willing to hear that back then. So yes, of course, it sounds like common sense just now, looking back in hindsight, but if you're stuck not losing weight and you feel that you're doing all the right things, you're going to the gym, it might be worthwhile questioning what you're doing away from the gym, and just question, are the things that you're doing outside of the gym and away from the gym helping you move towards your weight loss goals? Because if they're not, then that's where you can get a bit curious and be like, right, am I sitting down too much? Am I eating too many calories? What's my protein intake looking like? Am I focusing on my sleep? With this curiosity, you can actually start to question it and highlight areas of your life that are worth improving. Had I questioned myself back in the day, I'd have been like, right, I'm eating too much. Yes, I'm exercising. I'm not sleeping enough. I'm drinking too much and I'm eating 5,000 calories. So I'm eating 3,000 calories more than I should be to losing weight. Asking those kind of questions and getting curious allows you to explore the opportunities for making change. Ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now ultimately moving me to where I need to be? If the answer is yes, crack on, keep doing it. Obviously look for ways to optimize it and improve it, but if the answer is no, take stock of your nutrition, your habits, even your beliefs. Like back in the day, it was a belief thing that I had. I wasn't capable of learning about nutrition. I wasn't smart enough. That's a belief thing that I had to overcome in time. And of course, it took a lot of time. And these things, you know, some of them might take a bit of time, like changing your beliefs. It's not going to happen overnight. But you can start implementing, improving your habits today, which is going to have a profound impact, especially with when you include compounding interest. You know, the more you do over a period of time, the more that compounds and you just get more and more momentum, motivation, and ultimately leads to more results. Another thing is to just become aware of what you're actually eating. Start logging your calories on an app like MyFitnessPal so you can become aware of what you're putting into your body. Once you start becoming aware, then you can start making the changes and start making tweaks to your nutrition. Eat more protein to fill yourself up so you're less likely to feel hungry through the day. Back in the day, my diet was mostly carbohydrate, pizza, ice cream, chocolate, so I was always ravenous because I wasn't getting enough protein in me to fill me up. Whereas if you start to switch your nutrition to eating protein first, then you're on the way to feeling fuller and you're going to be less likely to snack as a result. And then lastly, another thing you can focus on is just to focus on your sleep. You know, things like setting a bedtime, allowing yourself time to wind down, maybe turning the TV off, your phone off an hour or two before you go to bed to allow you that time to wind down, and then getting a consistent wake up schedule as well. All of these things are going to have a huge impact on how you're feeling and operating away from the gym, so that yes, you can still work hard at the gym, implementing these other things strategically, and you'll move forward so much faster. So if you're wondering if there's any secret hacks to help you out on your weight loss journey, I've put together 5 cheat codes that are going to help you speed up your weight loss results. All you need to do to find out what those cheat codes are is click the button right here.